Heyo, Gore. I thought I'd, rather than post something or stick it in Discord, make a quick video for rogues on, what you need to start raiding gear-wise. A lot of people will tell you best in slot, pre-raid. That varies by talent spec and what gear you currently have, to be honest. But there's a, one stat that you have to have going into any raid fighting a level 63 raid boss, and that is 9% chance to hit. That's a must for survival, for doing your part for main tank survival, keep the parry rates down. You can get a couple on the rings, these boots out of ZG, you can get crafted bracers there, ZG shoulders, the Onyxia necklace has one, you can get a bow with one, 2% on our class trinket, 1% on the rune of the guard captain, and then for blue helms you can get a couple percent here, a couple percent on the shoulders. It's all over the place. Devil swords 2% on these two slots. There's a 1% blue quest reward belt. You shouldn't have any problems even if you're not combat. That's what you need to start raiding. Other than that, mix and match your gear, come up with the best stats you can, and generally I try to I pay the most attention to boss fights specifically, but personally I try to stay in the top 10 for damage dealt, and then on boss fights I try to stay in the top 5 as much as possible. If I'm having trouble doing that, I'll pop elixirs and whatnot, and if I'm still having trouble doing that, then gear changes have to happen. But right now, and this is not the greatest main hand weapon, without any buffs or elixirs, I'm not having a problem in MC or ZG staying in those areas. And I run a PvP hybrid build, one I made myself, which is 30 assassination and 21 combat. So I'm not a PvE build. The main combat build, why it's so good for raiding, is this talent right here for the chance to hit. But if you can hit 9% without this, you're golden. Don't worry about it. If you're below 9%, if it's down 1 or 2%, it's not the biggest deal or whatever, but you'll see a damage thing. If you're below that, you're going to be parrying raid bosses like crazy and doing piss poor damage. So you're not keeping up your end of the being in the raid, and every time you parry a target, a parry is a block and then a counter auto attack at a hasted speed. So you're making the main tank take more damage. Don't do this. Pretty simple. For add-ons, did the boss mods. That's the only thing I'm gonna require for going to the raids. Nug energy, nug combo bar, nice. Monolith DKP, what we use for DKP. I got a lot of crap on here, I do. Details damage meter for your threat and everything. That one's pretty much required. You need that as a rogue. It gets shut off when you go into PvP, but just reload it when you're out. And then you'll see I keep the damage on the chat tab, and then I keep my threat meter down here. So you'll always see your threat. There you go. Have fun. Get into raiding. Don't be so anal about gear. Remember, it needs to spread around.